Very good morning to you all, my dear students. I hope you all are doing well and reading some good stories at your home in your leisure time, isn't it? Are you not reading the stories? I guess you are. So, have you ever read the story The Fox and the Grapes? You must have read it, isn't it? Or you must have heard it by someone. But I like this story very much. I guess or I hope that you even like this story. So let me make you recall the story. What is the story? Once there was a fox who was quite hungry. He was searching for the food for himself, as being quite weak due to that hunger. So he was going through a forest, and then there he saw a bunch of grapes hanging on a tree, and then his lust to grab those grapes got aroused, and then he tried to grab those grapes by jumping to the tree. Again and again he tried, but he couldn't grab that bunch of grapes. So finally, when he was tired, so then he thought that he should not put more efforts on that, because he was fed up of doing those efforts, as he was again and again getting failed to get that. So then what he did, he just commented on the grapes that the grapes must not be sweet, those are sour. So I don't want to eat these sour grapes. And then she said that I should not waste my then he said, I should not waste my time on such sour grapes. So then he left the place empty-handed. So this was the story of the fox and the grapes. So today we are going to get that story in a poem format. That is, today's poem is the picturization of that same story. So I hope that you will enjoy this poem. Let's read out how beautifully it is written in a poem format. Let's read out. One summer's day, a fox was passing through an orchard. Faint he was and hungry too. So now here it is represented that it was the summer's day and the fox was passing through an orchard. What is an orchard? Orchard is a place where trees and fruits and flowers are grown. So then he was passing through that place, and then he was quite hungry, and due to that hunger his body has become so weak that he could lay down any moment, right? So that is, you can just imagine the height of hungerness. It happens with us human beings even, that whenever we don't eat food for longer time, so then we start feeling fainted. That is, sometimes we say that I'm feeling giddy. So what is that? Why does that happen? That we don't eat food properly. So then we are advised to have something. So here also that was the condition of the fox. So now what happens after that? When suddenly his keen eye chanced to fall upon a bunch of grapes upon the wall. So that is when he was that much hungry that he was in need of getting something to eat very fastly. So at that time his eyes went on to that bunch of grapes which was lying on the wall. So now what happened? Definitely his lust had been aroused to the level that he wanted to grab that bunch of grapes. And then for getting that grapes, definitely he must have done something. Let's read further. Ha, just the thing, he said, who could resist it. So now he is enjoying the beauty of that bunch of grapes. He is just admiring. He says that it's so lovely that nobody could control to get that, to eat them, isn't it? So now he is showing his lust to grab that. So now what happens? He eyed the purple cluster, jumped and missed it. So now looking on to the nicest color, purple, of that those grapes. So what he did? He tried to grab them by jumping over the wall. So now, but he could not get that bunch. Ahem, he coughed. I'll take more careful aim. So now by coughing, he says, oh, now he says that I should try it in better manner next time. So then he says that I'll do it with more enthusiasm, with more hard work. I'll jump bit more higher to get that grapes, get that bunch of grapes. So then what he does, and he sprang again. So when he thought that he should jump bit higher. So then what he does, he sprang again, jumped again. Results were much the same. Although he planned in his mind that he'll do in better manner, he'll jump higher. But then even after getting that aim in his mind, he jumped again. But then even after that, he could not grab that bunch. Although his leaps were desperate and high, at length he paused to wipe a tearful eye. So now, although he tried to jump higher again and again, desperately he tried, because he was quite hungry. So then with what do we mean by desperate? Desperate means wanting to get something, right? So that is desperately, again and again, number of times he sprang, but still he could not grab that bunch. So now with a tearful eye, with tears in his eyes, with lot of sadness. So then what he says, he stopped making those efforts. He paused. He stopped making those efforts. And then, and shrug a shoulder. I am not dry. So here he stopped making other efforts, and then he himself gives another statement, that is, I am not dry, that is, I am completely full of liquid, so I don't want these grapes, and lunch is bound to come within the hour. So he says, and even my lunch would be ready within 1 hour. So now I don't want these grapes, because he was failure to get that bunch of grapes. Besides, he said, I am sure those grapes are sour. Here he was admiring the beauty of that bunch of the grapes. He was saying that these are so lovely. Nobody can control to have these grapes. But here now his lust is over. Why? Because he could not grab them, right? So then he says that these grapes must be sour, these are not tasty, these are not sweet, so I should not waste more time on sprangling again and again to get that, on jumping again and again to get that. So what he says that I should leave the place and I should go as it is to get my lunch. So now here what happens, why he had to go empty handed, why he couldn't grab those grapes, what did you understand by this? Because he stopped making efforts. And now here what is our moral? Actually we think uh, in our mind that we want to do this and that, but we don't put in the labor which is required for that task. We don't put that much of labor, so that is our pitfall. So here I should say that we should put the best efforts from our side, then only we can achieve our aims. Only development of an aim is not sufficient enough, rather to work upon for that aim is uh, quite required, even more important than that, right? So here, and moreover here we also learn this, that if we are not able to get something, if we are at we get failed, we should not blame others. That is, earlier he did you observe that earlier how he was admiring the beauty, and then later how he discouraged them, how he just commented them. So here we have word meanings of this poem, which I already have explained you. So what you need to do is you need to record these word meanings in your notebook and do read the poem once again at your home. Thank you.